Tonight, the fallout from fiery protests over immigration raids in Los Angeles. Dozens of people were arrested in LA yesterday after blocking highways and setting fire to several vehicles. The city is bracing for even more protests tonight and battling the Trump administration over deploying the National Guard and U.S. Marines. Earlier today, dozens of people gathered at Independence Mall to show their support for the protesters in Los Angeles. The rally called for an end to the ICE raids pushed by the Trump administration. And back here at home, activists are also taking action as fears grow among the immigrant community. NBC 10's Brian Sheehan is live in Norristown with more on that for us this evening. Brian.
Yeah, Jackie, a lot of people in our area are anxiously watching what is playing out right now in Los Angeles. These are the red cards that immigration advocates are handing out to people in our area, instructing them on what to do if they run into law enforcement.
What are they going to do?
Protesters gathering this past weekend and opposing recent immigration raids in Norristown.
As of Friday, we think it was about 20 individuals who've been detained so far, and then we're not sure what happened over the weekend.
That's David McMahon and other local activists figure out those numbers. They're also watching what's happening right now in California. Hundreds of National Guard troops are in Los Angeles at the order of President Trump. It follows a weekend filled with violent clashes between law enforcement and those protesting federal ICE raids happening in the city.
We are not really observing in real time the level of violence that takes place when people are being separated from their loved ones, and we're seeing this type of violence here is being highlighted.
Immigration experts tell us the number of individuals targeted in raids in our area is much lower at the moment. We've seen it happen to individuals like those at a car wash in Philadelphia and a family who owns a popular business in South Jersey.
The community is scared. They're not coming out. They're not taking their children to activities. They're not coming out to participate, in our community.
Immigration attorneys like Ricky Palladino say they've been fielding calls from those going through the immigration process who are anxious by what they're seeing and wondering who ICE is targeting.
They are looking for specific people in Norristown, but when they encounter others who aren't criminals but may not be here lawfully, they are being arrested and detained.
Palladino says his team's representing 2 people who were recently detained in Norristown. Both cases, he says, are different.
One of whom we're confident that will get out on bond. One of whom seems to have a more difficult situation that we're examining right now and hoping that we can find a way to get this person out and home with her family.
And Palladino says in most cases, if someone is arrested or detained by ICE, they cannot be deported without due process. Live in Norristown, I'm Brian Sheehan, NBC 10 News. Jackie.
And Philadelphia police put out a statement on any potential protests, saying in part, while we do not comment on hypothetical situations, we continuously monitor events locally and nationally to ensure we are prepared for any scenario. Our priority is to facilitate peaceful protests, prevent violence or disorder, and protect the rights of all residents, businesses, and participants. We train our officers accordingly and deploy resources proportionate to the potential needs of the event.